Alright, so moving on to the back page here, we've got some Desmos practice. So I crossed out partner practice and we're changing this to Desmos practice. What we're going to do is we're going to continue working with our Desmos graphing calculator and seeing how we can use a formula in there in order to help us solve for the volume of shapes. So because I've got shapes here that I see are spheres, the first thing that I need to do is I need to remember what my volume of a sphere is. And I remember from the first part of my notes, and we can flip over to check just in case, is our volume is equal to 4/3 times pi times our radius cubed. So let's go ahead and type this formula into our Desmos graphing calculator. So if you don't have that open yet, go ahead and pause this video while you open it up, and then go ahead and continue it so we can start here. So we've got our Desmos graphing calculator. We're going to type V equals 4/3, and then in order to add pi, we're just going to type pi, and that'll automatically put that pi symbol for us. So 4/3 pi times our radius raised to the third power. Now we don't have a radius yet, so we need to type in r equals, and then we're going to put in whatever our radius equals. So in this case, I just typed in r equals 4. You can make it whatever you want. And it's going to add a slider here, which is going to draw this little radius circle, give us a slice of that. But more importantly, it's going to calculate our volume right here. So then in order to change, and let's say we're going to find the volume of a sphere with a radius of 4, we can just type that in and find our radius is 268. Earlier we found the volume of a sphere with a radius of 6. That was our 904. And our radius of 3 was 113. So we can just change our radius here, and it's going to give us our volume for us. So let's go ahead and look here. The first thing that we're going to do when we're using our graphing calculator, so we make sure that we know what, or we're putting in the correct answers, is we're going to find out all of our dimensions. So since we have a sphere here, we've got two dimensions. One is our diameter, and one is our radius. Now I see here that I have 18 inches, and that 18 inches spans the entire width of the sphere. So I know that that's going to be my diameter. My diameter is 18, which means my radius is half of that. My radius is 9. So since I have a radius of 9, I can go ahead and type into my Desmos graphing calculator radius of 9, and then it's going to give me my volume here. My volume is 3053.628. So we can do 3053.63. So we're going to round to the nearest hundredth. We've got 2 decimal places, and since we had a 28, we're going to round that up. So 628 means we're going to round up to 6.3. So our volume is equal to 3053.63, and our units are inches cubed, because we have inches here. So now go ahead and complete the rest of this Desmos practice by putting in your radius. So once again, we're going to find our diameter and our radius for every single one of these shapes and find the volume of all of these spheres. After we find those spheres, we've got some hemispheres here, which is 1/2 of a sphere, and then we've got some compound shapes here. So 5 and 6 are some compound shapes. We've already found the volume of a cone and a cylinder, so we're all prepared for those, and then we've got 2 more problems at the bottom. So go ahead and get started working on those using our Desmos graphing calculator to help us out. If you've got a question, go ahead and raise your hand. I'll be coming around to help everybody out.